men's sexual health situation, I want to let men understand that it's not a conceptual thing. Learn the concept, like Lao Tzu, one of the great Chinese Taoists, says, words are there to understand the meaning. Once you understand the meaning, you can let go of the words.
Right.
Concepts are there for you to use for experience. Once you have the experience, then you can let go of the concept. Or as I say in most of my Tai Chi Qigong classes, don't believe a word I tell you until you experience it. I'm a finger pointing at the moon. And when you can see the moon without a finger pointing at it, then you know what the moon looks like, a reflection of the great light. Okay? So in this, what I'm trying to do with men is to have them understand how their tools work, how to maintain their tools. I know when I go into the garden, I come out of the garden, I clean my tools because I don't want to have them rust or be dull. I want to have clean. How men can keep their sexual tools, how men can have the right mindset to rise in love, not to fall in love, but to rise in love. That's what I'm working with for myself, and I've been working with this. My first exposure to Taoist sexology with Dr. Chang was 1979, and now here it is in 2022, and I'm still working with it.
So when you say working with, that means that you actually practice. It becomes not just a daily practice, but it becomes a philosophy that you live by.
We have relationships to everything. Sexual intimacy with one's partner is a relationship. I can take that loving kindness, compassion, understanding, and I can, that happens in the sexual intimacy of raising through the different centers into the heart, into the crown, and then working with the microcosmic orbit and keeping the tools in order. I can work with those, and I can keep that happening, and at the same time rising in love, and take that relationship, the loving kindness, the understanding that it takes, hopefully the loss of ego identity, hopefully, in intimacy, and bring that into all of my relationships. As the American Indian saying says, all my relations, meaning I have a relationship with everything. Chief Seattle said, if you affect the one strand of the web, you affect the whole web. Martin Luther King also said that from his letter in Birmingham when he was in jail. If one strand of the web affects the whole web, the butterfly effect. If one relationship has loving kindness and clarity and softness and gentleness and compassion and tolerance, etc., 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 then that can be transferred into all relationships. It's like this morning we were talking, and I said, gratitude is the master virtue, because inside gratitude you can find all virtues. You can find all virtues inside gratitude. Practice gratitude. Practice gratitude. I mean, waking up in the morning, I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful to have my wife next to me. I'm grateful I can breathe. I'm grateful that the sun and the moon are still happening. I'm grateful there's a men's room I can go relieve my bladder. I'm grateful that tea will be ready when I make it. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. So that's a key, and it's the rising in love, and the relationship with one's mate can be transferred to all relationships.
That's very beautiful. That's a lot that will be covered, but I see that it's a topic that it really is one topic that it becomes a vehicle for awakening, for awakened awareness. We're using sexual energy or chi to transmute energy.
Exactly correct. To transform.
Yeah, to transform.
To transform. To take it from the coarse Jing essence into the more refined Qi energy, into the absolute refinement of Shen, the spirit.
Beautiful.
That's what we're doing.
That is a very rich and wonderful course, and we look forward to it. Is there anything else you would like to share on a last note here to encourage men to attend?
Trust your intuition. If you want to attend what I'm going to be offering, I love it. Come, please.
Yes.
This is for men. It's a men-only class, and
Right.
I specifically wanted that so men can open up,
Yeah.
be more vulnerable.
Yeah.
Men have a tough time being vulnerable sometimes, and that needs to go. We need to touch in our men. Did you see the beauty of it? The Yellow Emperor, 2,500 years ago, had 3 teachers teaching him the art of sexuality. They were women.
Mm-hmm.
He was vulnerable to listening to what these women taught him. He wasn't doing the macho thing. Now, what I'm going to be doing in this course is we're going to be covering breath, meditation, microcosmic orbit. I'm going to cover herbs for sexual enhancement and for sexual problems and dysfunctions. I'm going to be covering food, how different foods play in and what they do. I'm going to be covering how rest is really important. I'm going to be teaching different techniques on how to keep everything clean, and I'm going to be teaching men how to read their intimate partner, how to do something called the holdbacks to increase one's energy, one's own energy, to do something else called the nines, which is a way of having intimacy with one's wife or one's partner, and creating more energy. As they say, jayo, which means more oil, which means give it the gas, just keep it moving, go team go. I'm going to be showing my evening practice that I do. I do a Dao Yin practice, which is encompassing my liver, and I'm going to talk about this in class, the liver, the kidneys, the blood, the immune system, the endocrine glands, the heart, physical, and their energetic counterparts. So it's going to, I'm hoping I can get all this in, and it will be what it will be, and that's what it will be. And
Well, thank you so much. We really look forward to it. You are such a valued teacher in our community, and we look forward to seeing you in class.
Well, thank you, and I appreciate taking the time for you and I to have a nice little discussion, even though I took the lion's share of the discussion. It's a pleasure. It's an absolute pleasure to share on this level. Thank you.